the most important thing that you have to do. Season your brand new Blackstone griddle. I got a towel to do my initial clean, warm soapy water, rinse water. Just gonna wipe it down. You know, there's some, I believe it's linseed oil or something from the factory, just dust debris. So we're gonna clean it, soap, water. First thing I'm gonna do, make sure I have oil. Plain old vegetable oil, whatever oil you want. Everybody's got a preference. I don't. This is just kind of what I have. Got my tongs and paper towels. So before I even need any of that, we're gonna give this a quick wipe down. Give her a nice wipe. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. It's cold rolled steel, so it's not too picky, you know. It's pretty durable. Let's give her a little rinse. And I'm just gonna dry it off. Soak up the rest of that water. That looks pretty good. Now the fun part. I'm gonna crank this thing up on high, dry. It's gonna start smoking, burn off that linseed oil or whatever the factory puts on them to protect them in shipping. Once that kind of stops smoking, then we get down to seasoning. Alright, first fire up, success. Let that heat up. Get rid of my water. So, I've seen online some people will get their griddle top and it has like little surface rust spots or little scratches, and they wonder, you know, do I need a replacement? Do I need to contact Blackstone? And the answer really is no. I mean, it's cold rolled steel, and it'll season up just fine. Take care of all that stuff. So we've been heating up on high for 7 minutes. It's already actually starting to turn color. No oil on it yet. Just doing the preliminary heat. So it's actually heating up pretty quick. Should be a fairly fast season. I don't know if you can see that well enough, but it is getting some nice color on there. And like I said, I haven't even applied any oil yet, but I think it's about time to, because it's not smoking anymore. So we're gonna put some oil. The trick is, a lot of people put just oil on and they spread it and they smoke it off. The trick is you want the thinnest layer of oil as possible, and that'll actually keep your seasoning from flaking off. A little bit of oil, spread it around. Might need more, but I'd rather add more than have too much on it. And just coat the whole cooktop. Back, sides. Once that burns off and stops smoking, we're gonna do the same thing. And some people use towels or the blue shop rags. I don't usually have a problem with the lint from regular paper towels, so I haven't, felt the necessity to upgrade from the standard Costco variety. But preferences, it's all good. So we're gonna give that a few minutes. Once it stops smoking, once the sheen goes away, we'll add a little more oil. We're about 6 minutes into oil, and it's almost fully smoked off, so we're gonna put a little bit more on. This will be our second layer of seasoning. Wait for that to smoke off. So it's been about another 7 minutes. It's almost done smoking again, so we're gonna do a third coat of oil. And as you can see, the front and the back corners aren't getting seasoned, and they really won't until you start cooking on it. But that's totally fine. They'll still be semi-non-stick, and you know, it gets better over time. So just a nice little thin coat. Spread it with a folded up paper towel. Get the side, the front, and the back. I think I'm going to do 4 layers of seasoning. Blackstone recommends 3 to 4. Since I do such thin layers of oil, I'll go 4. And it will be perfectly non-stick on the first cook, just from that. It's smoking pretty good. This is layer number 3 of seasoning. My 3rd coat of seasoning just smoked completely off. And I'm going to do my 4th final coat, and then it'll be ready to cook on. It's only been about half an hour, 20 minutes, so this one seasoned up pretty quick. Got planes, motorcycles, trains, everything going on background noise today. So the 4th coat of oil is almost fully smoked off, and what's happening when you're seasoning your griddle is you're actually bonding polymers to the surface of the metal, which give it that stick resistant and corrosion resistant coating. So when doing so, you definitely want to use a pure oil of your choice, as opposed to something like bacon, which could have salt and sugar among many other impurities in it that when burning off, you're going to be left with those in between layers of your seasoning, and then it'll flake off. So I found it doesn't really matter what oil you use. You could use coconut oil, avocado oil, you know, basically any oil. I've got, I think, vegetable or canola, I don't even remember, but as long as it's a pure oil, it'll polymerize and adhere just fine. 4 coats of seasoning done. Shut it off. It's cooling down now. All we got to do now is cook and enjoy it. So as far as seasoning goes, that's it. It's as easy as that. And I hope I clarified some questions or concerns that you might have as a brand new owner. And if you want to have some really good food, go ahead and subscribe, because next we're cooking the best grilled cheese sandwiches.
Wow!